Should you get an RSV vaccine? That's what we're going to talk about right now here on Oldpocalypse. I'm Keith Ward. Okay, this got started with me because I just got my yearly flu shot, which wiped me out, by the way, much more than a vaccine ever has before. I was sick really badly for a day or two, and it was not a lot of fun. But my doctor recommended that I did get a vaccination this year. I am 60, as I mentioned in a recent video, which I will link to. All right, so a couple of days after getting the vaccine, I got a follow-up text from CVS, which you can see right here. Okay, see what it says? It talks about an RSV vaccine. Didn't know what that was, so I did some research on it. And here's what I found. I found an article at the website Yale Medicine, which I'll link to here, about the RSV vaccine breakthrough. Now, RSV is a common virus that, while not typically dangerous for most, can lead to hospitalization and even death in older people and babies. RSV is also a contagious virus that most commonly spreads in the fall and winter, i.e. right now as I'm recording this, it's mid-October 2024. So the sickness is starting now. You're seeing lots of coughing and sneezing and things like that. So I want to say here at the outset, what you are hearing from me today is not medical advice from a doctor. I am not a doctor. I don't play one on TV. I don't pretend to have medical knowledge. What I am doing is passing along information that I have researched. Okay, with that, two Yale infectious disease specialists quoted in the article say that there have been attempts to make a vaccine for RSV for decades and that they have failed for a variety of reasons. But now there are immunizations available. Yay! Important sidebar here. I am not going to be stepping into the minefield on whether or not vaccines in general have led to healthier populations. The evidence, folks, is overwhelmingly a yes, that vaccines have been hugely beneficial for folks. There's just no doubt about it. Now, that doesn't mean that every vaccine ever produced has been perfectly safe. But again, as a generalization, read my lips here, vaccines are beneficial, and enormously so. For this article, I've checked more than a half dozen well-respected medical sources to ensure that it's not just one or two experts that I'm relying on. And they all, to a source, recommend that vulnerable populations, i.e. older folks and babies, get immunized. So, in terms of the political angle, we'll not wade into that at all. I'm not interested in it. I think it's very sad that the idea of vaccinations has become politicized, like pretty much everything else in our world today, which I think is a tragic statement. So in terms of politics, if you could minimize that or eliminate it altogether in the comments here, I'd appreciate it. There's lots of places you can go online and spout off if you want. So with all that, let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, recommends that all adults ages 75 and older get the RSV vaccine. And those ages 60 to 74 who have risk factors for severe RSV, such as chronic heart or lung disease, a weakened immune system, living in a nursing home, and other underlying medical conditions such as diabetes, which I have, I'm a type 2 diabetic, get an RSV vaccination. However, the CDC says that if you received an RSV vaccine last year, you don't need an RSV vaccine this year. Each year, RSV leads to between 60,000 and 160,000 hospitalizations in adults 65 and older, and of those hospitalized folks, between 6,000 and 10,000 die. That's a big number, and that's why I'm making this video. Let's see if we can get that number down. So, warning here, there are side effects of the RSV for many, so be aware of those and ask your doctor what those side effects may be for you and whether they think it would be safe for you to get. The doctors quoted in the article both believe that the benefits of the vaccine far outweigh the risks. But again, this is a general statement. Since your situation may warrant avoiding the vaccine, absolutely check with your doctor first. These vaccines have only been available since, I think it was May 2023, which they first came out, which is strikingly recent, but I am super glad it is here. So, let's wrap it up. My advice then for you is no advice at all. I am not recommending that you get an RSV vaccine because, quite simply, I'm not qualified to render an opinion here. Your doctor, however, is qualified. Reach out to your primary care physician and find out if getting the RSV vaccine will help protect you. But that's not the best thing you can do to protect your health. The best thing to do is to stop smoking if you still are a smoker. So take a look at this video I'm linking to right here, featuring my beautiful wife, who also does happen to be an MD unlike me, for more information on time-tested, proven ways to quit smoking.